Hey guys, Caitlin with Gravel here, and I'm so excited because I just got back from flying with my reMarkable Paper Pro and my reMarkable 2. Yes, I packed both onto the flight, and obviously right away, the backlight on the reMarkable Paper Pro was a really incredible experience, especially for those early morning or late night or even long haul flights where they turn off the cabin lights and you need to have a backlight on your reMarkable. So many times I've been on a flight with the rM2 and I literally couldn't see what I was reading, so I had to be that person who had their light on, and I just feel like that's annoying because a lot of times people on airplanes are trying to sleep. As for usability, which is the first point we'll go over, honestly, the use is, of course, exactly the same. They're on the same operating system. You're doing the same things on each device. You're either journaling, you're taking notes, you're just having fun, you're reading, you're doodling, whatever it is. The usability is the same. Of course, the only difference are the upgrade features on the Paper Pro, which would be your backlight, obviously a larger screen, things like that. So it's not too much different, and so your usability is of course the same. Now the major difference of the usability is your backlight, because as soon as you're in a very dark space, you have to bring an external light to be able to use your rM2, and now on an airplane I was able to just turn on the backlight, keep doodling, keep reading, keep doing what I was doing, and that felt so nice. I thought that the size of the reMarkable Paper Pro was gonna be kind of like the reason I didn't want to use it on an airplane, but having them side by side, as you can see, it's about an inch difference. You're probably already bringing a laptop or MacBook or whatever it is, and so to add one more device, it's not even that big of a deal. The size that you're getting in that extra inch is really nice, honestly, for reading pages, because you don't have to flip your pages as often. When I read books on my rM2, which I do all of the time, I think the reMarkable 2 actually made me become more of a reader, which as a tech device, for that to happen is pretty epic, because it kind of took me backwards into like when I used to just love to go to the library and flip through books. I just love doing it on this device. So for me, having to swipe less was actually kind of nice, because I'm still waiting out for that like next page button that's here on the side, which obviously pulls from like Kindle territory, but that would be a nice feature. Next up, we're talking about overall enjoyability. To be honest, the Paper Pro I have more fun with, and it's because I get to doodle. It's because I get to actually like kind of flex that creative muscle of mine and have fun, integrate the colors, like do fun stuff. Super awesome is that I can then email this to myself. It exports as a PDF. I'm able to grab these colors, do really fun stuff in Illustrator with them. And so for the kind of work I do, creative work, it's actually really, really helpful to have the ability of using all these things. So far, it's kind of winning in every category, right? It's winning in usability, it's winning in size, because you are getting a little bit more screen real estate for so little more weight that it kind of doesn't matter. And then enjoyability-wise, color is fun. Like, imagine, you go from seeing the world in black and white to color. You're just gonna have more fun on this because you have more options. And I don't think that it actually gets in the way of your usability to have more colors. It just kind of expands your abilities. So that brings us to our final category, which is it better than the rM2? A lot of rM2 users are wondering, should I update to the reMarkable Paper Pro? And in my personal opinion, I don't think it's better. I think it's different. I think you have different use cases for each one, and I can't imagine owning the rM2 and then switching over to the Paper Pro and like it changing my life, right? It just gives me the options of color, and it's an e-ink tablet. It's not that big of a deal, but it is awesome to see. I think there's a few things that they should have done, like making it a much faster machine, bringing in a different chip, doing some more groundbreaking things. Not to say that they haven't, it's just, I think that the similarities are so strong that it kind of makes you wonder, like, do I really need color that bad? So I feel like on their own, they kind of made it a hard sell to their own community. And so I wish that they would have done some like faster processing, things like that, that would just make usability even better. But it seems to be very much the same. In my other video where I compare the two like in depth, you're able to see that the speeds are about the same. They're not big enough to really talk about. And so using it out in real life, I also felt that as well. One note on the size is I put both of these on the seat back table on an airplane, and I didn't really notice too much of a difference. They felt equally nice to work on. It wasn't like, your arms are falling off of the table or whatever because you're on a bigger screen. It's about the same. And so that definitely was nice. And being able to just slide it into my backpack, into the back, I do sometimes get nervous because I've seen things on Reddit about the screens getting damaged from people putting them in their bags. So I'm always kind of like careful about that, of not putting too much pressure on these and putting it in a place in my bag that's kind of above the weight. So that is something to note, and I hope hasn't happened to you. A moment for our sponsor, which is us, Gravel Travel. We make travel goods that honestly make your traveling experiences so much easier and mostly more comfy. We have a travel blanket that I travel with everywhere, on long haul flights especially, and it's actually the reason I'm able to sleep on planes now, which I didn't really foresee happening, but I'm happy to travel with it since. So if you haven't seen those, go ahead and check them out, and we're giving a discount code to our YouTube community as a thank you. It's YT Friends. Make sure you type that in at checkout, and let's get back to the video. So if you're a reMarkable user or someone who's considering buying one, I hope this video was useful for you. And you can kind of see how in the reMarkable community, what this tablet offers you is something completely different than other tech products. It almost brings you back in time. It asks you to slow down. It asks you to read a newspaper again, pretty much, black and white. I mean, now we have obviously the color option, but those are the very things that I love about it most. And I still really love the size of the rM2. The ultimate dream would be the size of the rM2 with the color display. I mean, that would be next level. Anyways, making this video has literally made me want to get back onto my reMarkable and start taking notes and doing things again, because I've taken like a week away from it. And so I love this device, super fun. And I love when you find tech that slows you down and kind of reminds you of the purpose of everything, which is just to live life and enjoy it. If you have the reMarkable Paper Pro, let me know in the comments, what do you think? What is your favorite standout feature from this new device that you're finding totally makes it different from the rM2, and why you're really happy that you made the upgrade? Or the opposite, because that can help other people know which one they need to buy. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're not a part of the Gravel Travel community already, make sure you subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.